A 19th century fort overlooks the French city of Grenoble. It was built to defend the city that is close to the Swiss and Italian borders and tucked into the foothills of the Alps. These days, the town council is doing its best to welcome people who arrive here. It provides emergency shelter for refugees, mainly from Africa, Kosovo or Albania.
People are coming from squats, settlements in the city, and this is a first possibility for them to get a stable life.
With more refugees arriving in France each year, the government's decided to change the country's immigration policy.
The government's proposed immigration law would speed up asylum procedures. It would also provide more refugee housing. At the same time, it would mean longer periods in detention for those who've had their asylum requests rejected, and it would increase deportation. The French president says it's all about France continuing to welcome what he calls genuine asylum seekers, but cracking down on so-called economic migrants.
Critics of the proposed law say it's too tough. Grenoble's mayor says the city's seen an increasing number of refugees and the state has a duty to protect them.
The government decided to have a very strong and hard policy around migrants, but actually this policy doesn't work at all.
The immigration plans have also created rare divisions in the president's own party. Some MPs say French values are being forgotten.
Detention centres are becoming prisons, which are unworthy of our republic.
In last year's presidential election, Emmanuel Macron's main rival was the anti-immigration candidate Marine Le Pen. For some analysts, the planned law is an attempt by the centrist president to stop a resurgence of the far right.
The voters of Marine Le Pen haven't vanished, haven't disappeared. And when you see what happened in Germany, where Chancellor Merkel greeted 1 million refugees and migrants and then had 92 far-right MPs elected in the next elections, I think this has been seen as a lesson for the neighboring countries of Germany, and particularly France, where the far-right is very powerful.
For Macron, it's a political gamble. He may please some on the political right and far right, but he risks alienating many on the left who've supported him until now. In the meantime, refugees like these will continue to try and reach France in the hope of a better life. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Grenoble.